It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the spotlight is on these Chiefs leader at quarterback. He's looking for a milestone 5,000-yard season, and maybe a little hardware come February as well. It's the Chiefs and the Bengals, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cincinnati Bengals. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at our visitors coming into play here. They know coming in they've got to be at their best because they're facing one of the better overall defenses in the NFL.
And this is not one of the better offenses around in terms of running the football. So they understand that they're going to be put to the test a bit. The big plays in the run game, they haven't been there of late, so maybe that means we'll see them shake things up a little bit. Some RPOs, some touch passes, some draw plays, anything to try and gain a little bit of momentum.
So here are the Chiefs now under their veteran head coach, Andy Reid. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
Here we go,
On first down, Madden. Washington's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards alone. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The numbers for him from a week ago, 10 carries, 56 yards.
When a winning streak stretches this far, you start to wonder if a team is truly unstoppable. And here's a guy who's been very much the legs that have helped drive this team to wins week after week. And even when teams have keyed on him and tried to slow him down, he's still gotten the job done enough to avoid a loss. Talking with him in pregame, though, he thinks that this week could be his biggest week yet.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Madden on the slant. He finds Washington. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact to complete it.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Back to throw again. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he's going to get this down near the 25. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey with career touchdown number 75. And the Chiefs are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with the first down. Throwing to start the drive. Madden. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
The CD here, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%, only because they still have some tough games to come, and keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
And some room to maneuver, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. To the right side, it's Kelsey.
And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman with another touchdown, number 24 on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front.
So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop? Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's got 2 touchdown passes on his first 2 drives, and he'll try again here on drive 3.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Oh, a heck of a move. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. Throwing on first down. Madden complete to Washington.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. And that last throw puts him over 5,000 yards passing now on the season already. Some rarefied air with numbers like that.
Well, don't keep the oxygen just for yourself. Pass some over to me, my friend, because given the fact he still has a number of games remaining on the schedule, that number's going to go sky high.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
On first and 10, Madden to Valdez-Scantling over the middle.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. Back to throw. Madden. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. James Washington, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And how about the start so far, Charles?
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Madden.
And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's been unstoppable in this. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Madden. 12 more yards there and another first down.
He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door.
On first down, Madden. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 44 yards.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play. Week 13 here in the NFL, first weekend of December. Playoff races definitely coming into focus now, and we got a couple of good ones in prime time. Tonight, national audience gets a look at the Colts for a second straight weekend. This time they're at Dallas, 7:20 Central Time for that kick. And then Monday night, Saints and Bucks from Tampa.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Off the play fake. Madden toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
Evades him at the 20. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. Off the bootleg. Madden.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
Touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And nobody in the stadium feels better than he does right now. Just a...
Here we go, Zach!
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
A big play there for KC. 46 yards.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Looking to throw. Madden. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. James Washington, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right?
KC's offense ready to take over. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Across the line and to the ball quickly there, Trey Hendrickson.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Madden.
And that one into the hands of Washington downfield.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. James Washington, 77 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on this.
Let's go.
Throwing on first down.
Madden throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
23 yards, the final tally.
Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start and pass plays like we... They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Chiefs are going to be moving on to 12-0 as they extend their lead further. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them.
And now here comes Kansas City.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles.
Throwing to start the drive.
Madden, he'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Looking to throw. Madden forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Credit that to the former Texas Longhorn, Joseph Osai, who got in there. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. 61 yards on the ground for him so far.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Back to throw. Madden.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. That one looks like he'll throw here. Room here to run. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Bottom line is that he is just something else as a runner because there are not many QBs in this league who can rip off a game that big. And he did it with the defense giving him a little extra attention after he hit him on a run earlier this series.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go.
Here we go, sack.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea with the top speed.
It's Week 14 of the National Football League, and the spotlight is on these Chiefs' leader at quarterback. He's putting together a tremendous campaign and is within range of the single-season passing record. It's the Chiefs and the Broncos on Sunday Night Primetime.
Thank you on a cold night at the... So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. And leading them out is their fifth-year quarterback.
Let's go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. On the move to his left. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. To throw on 2nd down. Madden. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. Look at those stick skills. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 24-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. Now Edwards-Helaire. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Operating from the gun, Madden. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
That's an early scrambler that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they're going to giving up a huge play for one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to... Reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work. I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And 22 more yards there and another first down.
Looking to throw. Madden. It's Kelce on the ground. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The numbers for Travis Kelce last week. 8 catches, 125 yards, and a touchdown.
And when it comes to individual numbers, he's leading the pack, and all he wants to do now is finish strong and secure a league title.
They'll look to throw again.
Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down the line of scrimmage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well that they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He hasn't had a ball touch the ground yet. 8 of 8 throwing it. Perfect so far, including the touchdown on the last drive, you remember, as they begin 1st and 10 here.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Brings it just past the 15. Able to avoid the initial contact, but not much more there on the play.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
A good run on first down. It's got him very close to the line to gain, just shy of the 35.
Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of 85. But then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's 3rd year, playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 32-yard line.
Here's Edwards-Helaire
running right through him. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Chiefs go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's thrown for 2 touchdowns and run for another already in this first half as his guys begin 1st and 10.
Off-play action. Madden. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Operating from the gun. Madden. he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one. Down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now a throw left sideline here is complete.
He's got room at the 30. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
Touchdown! Mecole Hardman, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season.
And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them play running back.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's already accounted for 4 touchdowns in this first half.
Throwing to start the drive. Madden. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Madden. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. On the move past the 40. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Able to hit on a big play right there in the 2-minute drill. Now they've got a chance to use all the and build on their lead right before halftime.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Madden. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Madden. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Madden. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. One heck of a third down conversion, 33 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Off-play action. Madden. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jalen Smith just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
Completes it to Hardman. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only...
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Mecole Hardman.
61 yards.
And the Chiefs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Hey, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart in points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback.
KC's offense ready to take over.
Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that might not.
Okay, ready?
first down. They'll go to the ground attack.
He's got it to the 43 here.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That one a first down pickup of 8. They'll go option to the short side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Looking to throw. Madden. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. It's their quarterback with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Chiefs are on their way to a sensational 13-0 start as they extend their lead here.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field.
And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th-quarter lead as they take over. He'll decide to keep this once more.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Edwards-Helaire on the counter.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on 1st down. 132 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Madden. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. And now here comes Kansas City.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to...
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. That good for 19 at a 1st down. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about...
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Kansas City, the streak lives as they move to 13.
Week 15 of the National Football League. And the spotlight is on these Chiefs, leader at quarterback.
So here are the Chiefs now under their veteran head coach, Andy Reid. First down, Madden. Over the middle, it's complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
The numbers for Travis Kelce last week. 7 catches, 129 yards.
And he's trying to prove the adage, it's not just how you start, it's how you finish. And he is finishing awfully strong, takes great care of his body. I expect him to go ahead and put a capper on this season.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
From the 10, first and goal.
Back to throw. Madden. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Throwing to start the drive. Madden. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
This offense, Charles, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 and a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, but something like 4 of their last 6 wins were one-possession games, and they played like a team that was trying to protect something instead of chasing something. And that's what happens when you have an undefeated record. So it behooves you as a team, get a couple blowouts in there so you get a chance to relax and breathe. But that's much easier said than done.
Back to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Good hang on 3rd down.
That play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands.
The Chiefs offense set to go. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there. Wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage and make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays the game with great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expected.
Throwing on first down. Madden. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Operating from the gun. Madden.
All right, rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Deron Harmon.
And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. This now a much closer game. Can't afford any more mistakes like he had on the last drive. Throwing the interception led to a touchdown. Close ball game, 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what?
Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He's got a touchdown pass in this first half.
Off the play fake. Madden. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Madden.
That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
The final 4 weeks of the NFL season are upon us, and we got some intriguing matchups in prime time tonight. Patriots and Raiders.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Madden to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On 1st and 10, Madden. That's caught. It's James Washington. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown! Travis Kelsey from 10 yards out. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football. Of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because,
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Deron Harmon, and he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter on a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. Throwing to start the drive. Madden.
Open man is Fortson. He's got it.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st down, Madden.
On the slant, he's got Hardman.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on. It's a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Throwing on 1st down. Madden. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
He'll try to shake off the cobwebs from the interception he threw on the previous drive that led to the field goal.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Chiefs have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use than that, man. 1 play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words.
Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Off play action. Madden. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Operating from the gun, Madden. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Madden. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Back now in Houston. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. On 1st and 10, Madden. It's Kelsey on the ground.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Second and 2.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Finding Hardman here over the middle. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31.
And the Chiefs will add to their fourth quarter lead. And that's certainly an important touchdown there and makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses. Hey.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
My cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Off the play fake. Madden rolling to his right.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Madden. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it will still bring up a 4th down. And out come the Chiefs now. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get enough. Just saw will likely put an end to this thing. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is going to be intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, they're off.
pressure, but this is it. We are going for gold.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Taking in at the 3.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll have us all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. And a look here at their signal caller, the 5th-year quarterback.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and rankings, they don't matter to him very much. I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish #1, including himself.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 9 carries, 60 yards.
And a rushing title is definitely within sight, so the excitement on the offensive side of the football, I mean, they're bouncing off the walls wanting to get out there, but they also understand that they're going to face some really stacked defenses down the stretch because they don't want it to happen at their expense.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Madden. Got an open man. It's Washington. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. Down to the 10. Touchdown. James Washington. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Chiefs need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Get a look at this Seahawk offense as they come out there, and the quarterback brought in. Big off-season trade, now in his 4th NFL season. Drew Lock. Seahawks with a 1st and 10. Lock gets ready to go at their 25-yard line. Now a play fake, and here's Lock. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. A big play to start them out. Has them at the 45 already. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Nick Bolton there on the tackle. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you get the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. As the family's all gone back home and Grandma's putted out of the house. Grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Hardman to return. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. KC off. Ready for their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either
taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. How about that? Their quarterback, 54 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
They run it with Carson. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
This defense for the Chiefs, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well.
Hardman on the return.
Now a hit and a loose football. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Was hoping to make a play there.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the
So
play,
that one
ruling on the field
overturned.
is
They
reversed.
say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
On 1st down, Madden. And this one caught by Travis Kelce.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
That's tough to play zone defense where they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they're not to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Off-play action. Madden.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Mecole Hardman
becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year.
And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, still in the 1st quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
They'll try and throw for it. It's complete. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Again, it's Locke. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere. But it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's
the second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football.
A 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Madden. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for the Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 71 yards. And the Chiefs are able to widen their lead in this first half.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as a wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Out comes the Seattle offense. We take a peek at the playoff. Into the weekend in the NFC. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now,
he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt.
Throwing to start the drive. Madden. His pass going to be caught by Hardman.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And Charles, you think about this offense, and it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench, just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation there, and actually you didn't create it. You presented it, and you're exactly right. It is tricky because your eye has to be on the ultimate prize, which is the Super Bowl. That's paramount.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. A 16-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs just continue to roll.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right,
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The offense on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing now is Locke. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Nick Bolton.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception and as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again. Madden. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, 29 yards.
And the Chiefs are pouring it on.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They look to throw. It's Locke. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Hilton's first catch, good for a first down. Locke now to throw. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Steps away, and he's going to go down again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Taken right around the 44. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. Madden. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Looking to throw. Madden. And that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown.
In the second quarter already, his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game. And I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do this thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lock. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He's got his tight end fan. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up.
We're always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted.
Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick 6, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the 2nd quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression, my goodness indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out. there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Locke to throw. Complete to Hilton. A beautiful fake. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Here's Locke. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So we've reached...
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. We see Drew Lock and the offense coming back on. And that first half was nothing short of a disaster. 0 points on the scoreboard and a big 3 in the INT column.
So they've got to get him going, obviously, right? So you've got to get him in rhythm. And we always think of short passes. I think of jet sweeps where they just kind of toss the ball forward. You know, that counts as a forward pass. And then you can say to him, look at that. You completed 3, 4, 5 in a row. Now you've got to get your confidence going.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Block working out of the gun. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Lock. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Lonnie Johnson picks it.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the 2nd half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the... we're going to see today, partner.
Throwing to start the drive. Madden.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Madden. That's caught. It's James Washington. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back to throw. Madden. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. James Washington with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurting this moment. No, okay.
Seahawks with a 1st and 10. Locke gets ready to go.
At their own 25-yard line. Locke going to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick 6 from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Locke.
That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Now Locke. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Following the fumble recovery, Madden throwing middle, and it's complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. James Washington with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year. And the Chiefs take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points.
A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
And out now come the Seahawks.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down.
Going right back to Fant. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Again, they'll throw with Locke.
Noah Fant with a catch on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
What's the deal, y'all?
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he is going to lose yardage here. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Crediting your defense.
Gotta credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Locke looks to throw it again. And that will be incomplete.
You have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
KC's offense ready to take over. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a... from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
Not the kind of game that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. Looking to throw. Madden. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they've built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger.
Well, this is something that Pete Carroll should be pretty well familiar with. Remember when he told Jim Harbaugh after losing a ball game and Harbaugh went for 2 late against him, hey, what's your deal? It's the same situation here. Now, I'd kick the extra point, but I am reminded that plenty of coaches feel like it's not their job to worry about the other team. It's their job to worry about their own team. You have to stop us.
And Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
We're back now in KC. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw it is Locke. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Locke. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Another drive coming for KC, and we'll see Marquez Valdez-Scantling once again. When you're in a zone like he is, what's the conversation like on the sideline between he and his quarterback? Is that a one-way conversation of, hey, just keep getting me the football?
It actually is probably a two-way conversation because he wants to keep getting him the football because he's seeing the payoff. You know, getting the ball to that guy means yardage, and as we've seen, touchdowns in this game. So I think both of them get more and more excited about the possibilities as things continue on.
Yeah, so far it's been over 100 yards and the 2 scores.
Open man is towards him. He's got it.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Madden. He's got his man. That's Hardman. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 64 yards. And the Chiefs are moving closer to a 15-0 record as they extend their lead here. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked-off folks on the other sideline now.
And Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing now is Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Locke now to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Locke. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They look to throw. It's Locke.
He'll find his man. That's Freddie Swain.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line. Here's Locke to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Locke again here on 2nd and 10. This is the tight end, Fant. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Now Locke again. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Locke working out of the gun. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. They got to get to the 23 here on third. Here's Locke. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Locke exits on fourth down as Seattle sends out Jason Myers.
Myers' kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Taken at the goal line.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 40, the 20, 10, and he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Chiefs!
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback. To the 25. Seahawks with a 1st and 10. Locke gets ready to go
at their 25-yard line. Locke going to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Locke. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a counter, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Frank Clark, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that's complete to Swain. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
On 3rd and 2,
Madden. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. There's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. One final try for Locke. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here.
to pick it up. Let's go for gold.
Ready?